There comes a moment in life, often in the quiet of early morning, when the body whispers a little more loudly than it once did, reminding us of all the steps we've taken, all the burdens we've carried, and all the years we've lived with courage. And it's in that gentle ache, whether it's in the knees, the back, or the hands, that many people begin searching for something simple, something natural, something that doesn't feel like a burden to add to their day. And if you're listening to this now, perhaps you know that feeling well. The discomfort that greets you when you rise from a chair, the stiffness that lingers after a short walk, or the slow exhaustion that seems to arrive earlier each evening. And it can be frightening when mobility shifts, when joints complain, or when inflammation becomes a daily companion. But there is comfort in understanding that the body is not failing. It is communicating. It is asking for nourishment. And sometimes the smallest additions to our daily routine can bring the greatest relief, especially when they come from nature itself. And one of the gentlest yet most powerful gifts nature offers us is turmeric, that warm golden root that has been used for centuries, not as a miracle or a cure-all, but as a quiet helper that supports the body with patience and consistency. And many elders have found that turmeric, when taken daily and taken correctly, can ease the stiffness of age, soften inflammation, support digestion, and even bring a steady warmth back into the limbs that feel forgotten. And this isn't magic, it's simple science. Turmeric contains curcumin, a natural compound known for calming the inflammation pathways in the body, the very pathways that cause joints to swell, muscles to tighten, and mobility to slow. And while curcumin alone struggles to absorb into the bloodstream, pairing it with even a pinch of black pepper can increase that absorption dramatically, helping the body take in more of its soothing properties, something so small, yet so significant. And this brings us to the habit, the simple daily ritual that many elders find comforting. Consuming turmeric in warm water each morning, ideally before breakfast, when the stomach is calm and ready to receive something supportive. Because this method lets the turmeric settle into the body gently, without overwhelm, and without interacting with heavier foods that may slow its absorption. And preparing it is easier than one might think. Just half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, a tiny pinch of black pepper, and a cup of warm, not boiling water, stirred slowly until the golden color spreads smoothly through the cup, like sunrise drifting across the horizon, and then sipped slowly, not rushed, as though you're welcoming warmth into your body one breath at a time. And if the taste feels too earthy at first, a few drops of honey can soften the edges without taking away its natural strength. And drinking this mixture in the morning allows the body to wake up with support. It's like giving your joints a gentle stretch from the inside, inviting circulation, easing stiffness, and sending a message to the body that today can begin with comfort instead of tension. And after several days of repeating this ritual, many notice small but meaningful changes, the kind that don't shout, but whisper, the kind that feel like ease returning where heaviness once lived, such as waking up with a little less stiffness, standing from a chair with smoother motion, walking with a sense of flow instead of resistance, or simply feeling lighter in the hands, the feet, or the lower back. And as the days turn into weeks, the warmth that turmeric brings to the body becomes more familiar, almost like a trusted companion, and mobility can begin to feel more natural again, allowing simple moments, such as cooking, gardening, or stepping outside, to feel the morning air, to be enjoyed without the same barriers inflammation once built. And the repetition of this practice is what brings the progress. Turmeric works slowly, steadily, quietly, the way nature often does, and continuing the habit once a day builds a comforting rhythm, reminding the body each morning that healing is a process, not an event. And as you continue, you may also feel a gentle improvement in digestion, a softer stomach, a warmer belly, because turmeric not only soothes joints, but also supports the digestive system, helping meals settle comfortably, reducing bloating, and encouraging the body to move with less internal tension. And these little layers of relief begin to add up, restoring not only mobility, but also confidence, because when the body feels supported, the spirit feels more open, more willing to move, to stretch, to walk, to breathe deeply again. And over time, you may find that this daily golden drink becomes more than a remedy. It becomes a moment of peace, a pause before the day begins, a reminder that caring for yourself does not require complexity or expense, only intention, gentleness, and consistency, and perhaps as you sip it each morning, you'll begin to feel grateful in a new way, not necessarily for the years that were easy, but for the resilience that carried you through the years that were not, and for the strength that still lives quietly in your bones, ready to rise again with the right support. And turmeric, in its simple golden glow, can be a symbol of that support, a small act of kindness you offer to yourself each day. And as you continue this habit, allow yourself to notice not only the reduction in discomfort, but also the presence of comfort, the warmth, the calm, the steady mobility returning little by little, reminding you that healing doesn't need to be dramatic to be meaningful. And as you reach the end of each day, perhaps you'll find yourself moving with a bit more trust in your body, a bit more steadiness in each step, and a bit more appreciation for the simple truth that the body, no matter its age, responds beautifully to nourishment and care. And so as you continue this journey, remember that this golden drink is not just turmeric and water. It is a daily reminder that you are still growing, still healing, still capable of nurturing yourself with patience. And each morning is an invitation to begin again with hope, with gratitude, and with the quiet belief that your body can still surprise you with its ability to soften, strengthen, and carry you forward with grace.